Chrissy Swan Show.
How are we going to turn you on, Jack? How are we going to turn you on? Yeah.
In several ways, Chrissy Swan.
I was eating my breakfast this morning and I thought, Jack, there is one very important question that I have not asked him, even though I've basically known you since you were toilet trained.
Yeah.
What is your choice of peanut butter? There are 3, by the way, not 2. There's smooth, there's crunchy, and there's super crunchy.
Ooh, I think I am just crunchy. But
I'll allow it.
I'm like almost indifferent. I don't often go for peanut butter. I know.
No. You can be indifferent about crunchy or super crunchy.
Okay.
But you can't be indifferent about all 3.
Crunchy. I'm going to say I'm crunchy.
All right, good. You're in the middle.
Hey, we've got a big show planned for you after 3 o'clock.
Thanks for asking me what I like.
I know you're crunchy.
I'm super crunchy.
Oh, you're super crunchy.
Very hard to find when you do buy 5.
Do you buy...
I buy 5 jars of it when I find super crunchy.
Really?
Yeah, because it's rare. Peg, my daughter, is a smooth girl, and, you know, I'm having a DNA test on.
Something you need to know as well, Swanee, is today is the second last chance for our carryover champ to get into tomorrow's Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery game and win a trip to Hong Kong.
I want to discover some dumplings this weekend myself. I want to discover them in my mouth.
Absolutely. Can we discover some in this studio tomorrow, maybe?
Because, you know, I make really good homemade dumplings.
Let's do that tomorrow.
Okay, done.
Let's make some.
Okay, great.
At work.
Yes.
Hey, but next one, I want to talk about the Lionsgate portal.
What is that?
The Lionsgate portal is something that is happening today.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Apparently, today is a very special day.
Yes.
And we have our spiritual guide and receptionist, Vicky, with us to explain it.
Say hi, Vicky.
Hi, everyone. Happy 8/8.
And what have you brought in with you today, Vicky?
I brought in my little Tibetan dong.
Your dong?
Yeah.
Show us your dong.
Yeah, look.
What does that do? Apart from annoy me.
Well, if you put it around your body, it can actually vibrate and align all your chakras.
I've got something else that does that, Vicky.
Okay.
Alrighty then, I'll put it away.
Vicky, today is the Lionsgate's portal.
Correct.
Can you please
8/8.
explain to our beautiful listeners and Chrissy what that is?
When you're saying 8/8, does that mean the 8th of August?
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the most prominent astrological strong components of numbers. So 8/8, and don't forget it's 2024. So when you add that, that's another 8. So it's even stronger today. So it's opening up. Yeah, for the astrology world, it opens up a portal where there's a sun or star called the Sirius star that aligns with our sun. And it opens up for us to cleanse all our negative emotions.
How do we do that, and at what time?
Ground. You can do it any time of the day.
I might be making shish tawuk at the time the portal opens.
Yeah.
Look, the portal's open right now.
Oh, the
See?
portal's open?
Yeah, it's already open.
If I walk
Let's all
through
hop
the
in.
portal, do I ever have to come back?
Look, that's up to you. Do you want to manifest that?
What do you mean manifest? Do I have to manifest before the portal?
It's the strongest day of manifesting.
So of any day, if you want to start thinking about good things and manifesting things in your life, you must be doing it today.
Yes, today will help you more so than ever.
Vicky, if our manifestations, do they have the same rules as birthday wishes in that if you tell someone it won't come true?
It's got to be good though, good ones.
So can we share it publicly
intentions.
though, or is it recommended to keep private?
Well, it's more to keep to yourself, really.
I wanted
just
to find out what
internally.
yours was.
Share one with us. It's on air, so it'll come true. I reckon people in the portal are listening to this show.
And I want to add one after I've heard yours.
What I want to manifest
Yes.
in my life?
Yes.
I just want to manifest very, I don't know if I could say this.
Yeah.
Patient listeners that ring in.
It's about the radio
That's fair. That is fair.
Well,
What do
that's my
they say to
everyday.
you? What do they say to you?
Look, they say a bit, but they just
They say a bit.
Very mean to people.
Okay,
No,
that's a good manifestation.
Can you manifest a few more Werther's caramels for front reception?
I can, actually.
you.
Yes, and that will happen today.
Thank you.
I've been manifesting all year for those.
Happy 8-8, everybody that
Yes.
celebrates. And thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, and happy 888 to you girls. No.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, members get more. Sister Club members enjoy $5 rewards vouchers, exclusive goodie bags, special member offers, and more. Remember to scan your Sister Club card every time you shop.
Shop, scan, reward, repeat at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Wedding stuff is one of my favourite things to watch in terms of Instagram clips and whatever, particularly when it's going wrong.
Totally. And I wonder if that's because neither you or I have ever been married or been a bride or groom.
And I never will. You might. You never know. Things change in your youth.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly too old for that rubbish. But I love it when things go wrong. I'm speaking specifically about a little piece of footage that I've watched 1,000 times and also lives rent-free in my brain so I can enjoy it at any time, where a ring bearer comes to give the rings, and the bride and groom are standing in front of a body of water, like a beautiful, expensive wedding, you can imagine. And just as the guy with the ring, presumably the best man, arrives at the right point, he trips and lands on the bride, and she falls
Pushes her in.
into the body of water, and then the ring is gone. I can imagine that is the worst outcome of any wedding at that specific point, is that the ring disappears.
Oh, and the bride as well. Like, the bride must have been thinking, why couldn't you have just thrown the ring? Like, whatever, keep my dress intact.
And I've watched it so many times at that point where his foot clips the brick or something, and I love it. A bride and groom went for an unusual sort of ring bearer recently. It was an owl.
An owl?
And I understand it. Sometimes I imagine if you're planning a wedding, you just want something a little bit different.
Yeah, but an owl's just stupid because...
I imagine they have an obsession with owls.
But can owls be trained? Like, I've watched a lot of Harry Potter, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think owls are like all owls on Harry Potter where they can be trained and behave.
Haven't you seen the bird show?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah. There are these amazing, bird shows at zoos. Oh, I see you haven't got kids, so you haven't been forced to go to zoos all the time. But, yeah, there's a bird show, and a bird guy stands with his hand up, and all of these amazing birds of prey will land and, flap their wings on cue. Yeah, you can train them.
I think I've seen that at the circus.
They're
when I would go to the circus.
amazing.
I wish we could get our digital producer Marco, who's in Sydney, to come on and talk to us about this because he is a bird expert.
Is he?
Yes, Marco goes bird watching. He gets
He's a
it.
tricky fellow, isn't he?
He's a smart
I wonder
dude.
what he'd make of this story. An
know.
owl as a ring bearer. Obviously, the bride and groom have an obsession with owls, which is common. And they've given their ring to an owl and trained it at the right time to fly in and place the pillow on the groom's hand.
Risky business.
To put the ring on the woman. And, no prizes for guessing. The owl has flown away with the ring.
Far out.
I know. Can you imagine? I imagine that sometimes people get their dog to be the ring bearer, which is really cute too. What if the dog ate the ring?
Yeah, and also a dog can run. And I just can imagine a bride or a groom with a dog trying to chase after it whilst the wedding's happening. At least with an owl, once that thing flies away, like soz.
And just panicking. I always think it's an unusual element that usually the ring, which is arguably the most important part of the ceremony.
And one of the most expensive parts of a wedding.
Exactly, is always the responsibility of someone else. Always.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a dog, sometimes it's an owl. But oftentimes it's a very hungover best man.
Absolutely.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about what happened to the ring. Based on a story, a bride and groom had somebody else train an owl to fly in at the magical moment. I imagine that would have been quite spectacular, but it's not how it worked out. The owl flew in, of course, and then flew away with the ring. They found the ring later, of course, but can you imagine the panic?
Oh, it would have been so embarrassing.
One of the great details in the story is that they tried to coax the owl to give over the ring with chicken.
Right.
Now, I would have given over absolutely anything for a two-piece feed of original recipe. I'm salivating thinking about it.
Yum.
Is there anything better than a two-piece feed with a little tiny tub of gravy?
I have not had KFC for so long.
Oh my
I really
God.
want that.
Oh my God, you must.
Now, Swanee, I was saying, our digital producer, Marco.
Yes.
He is a very avid bird watcher and expert on all things birds.
I love this.
Now, this is a national show. So Marco is based in Sydney.
Yeah.
And I've got him on the phone to explain to us why owls maybe aren't as smart as we all think.
Hi, Marco.
Hello.
What do
How are
you
you
call?
guys?
I'm good. What do you call a bird specialist like you, a bird fancier?
Oh,
An ornithologist?
I'm not too sure.
An ornithologist?
Maybe I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Why don't you? I mean, don't sound much like a bird specialist
Yeah,
if you don't know
come
what
on,
they're
Marco.
called. Now, what can you tell us about owls, Marco?
Oh, I mean, just that they're very intelligent birds, but they are really difficult to train. And yeah, I told that apparently corvids, so like magpies and crows and all that, are much smarter.
So, what did you call that group of
Yeah,
of birds?
what's that word?
A corvid.
Corvids, yeah.
I've never heard that.
Spell it for us.
Spell it, so Corvid.
Corvid.
Oh, corvids. Why do they get that name? Is it something to do with their feet?
I'm not sure. It's a Latin word, so.
Marco, what's your favourite bird?
Oh, well, I actually really like pigeons. There's a native Australian pigeon called the Wonga pigeon.
I love this.
I love it too.
I've learnt more from you, Marco, today than I have all year.
What's special about the Wonga pigeon?
Oh, I just like that every description describes it as a slow-walking, like, pigeon, and that's so round.
Hey,
It's
Marco,
just very funny.
One more question, or more of a statement from me. I'm a macaw girl. I love a macaw.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Marco.
Marco, you're the best.
13, 24, 10. What went wrong with the rings? Let's go to Julie, Swanee.
Julie, what did a dad at school tell you? Hi.
Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Jack.
Hi,
Hey,
Jules.
I thought I'd bring in one of the lovely dads at my daughter's school is a concert pianist. And the last time I spoke to him, he was telling me how the rings were delivered by owl. And I said, what are they, like mad Harry Potter fans or something? And he said, no, this is like the new trend. Is like it's taken over the releasing butterflies or doves, I guess, to have an owl or a falcon deliver the rings.
What?
That's so weird. Do you know what I love about falcons when they're working in that way? They wear those cool little hats, like a bomber,
Yeah.
like a racer bomber.
I love that. Thank
That's
you
very
for that.
interesting. I wonder. I would have absolutely thought it was a Harry Potter thing as well.
I think it might be. I feel like it's my generation that have reached adulthood.
I agree. Hey, Kat.
Pretty cool, though.
It is very cool. Kat, if you were getting married and a bird flew in with your ring in its hands, beak, claws, how would you react?
I would absolutely die.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. We are going to do a deep dive into that song that was by Teddy Swims and other stuff right here.
Chrissy's clickbait.
As that was playing, what's called The Door?
The Door.
The Door by the great man Teddy Swims, who blew everyone's socks off at a Nova Red Room recently.
We were in
Unbelievable.
Europe. Wow, poor us, but we missed it.
It really is poor us,
It
though,
is.
because I've been a fan of him since forever, and I was so sad to miss it. But you just said to me offhand, you go, oh, this new one by Teddy Swims, I reckon it's better than Lose Control.
Yes, so this is the new one, The Door, that we just played.
Baby! I mean, it's a tune.
I was driving yesterday to it. It was a really vibey song to drive to, and I was rocking out. I'm like, hey, this tops this.
I cannot disagree more.
Really?
Look, they are both great songs. He is an amazing talent. But Lose Control is unbelievable. I lose. Come on.
But then,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so Tom is outside. He's the same age as you. And he's mouthing the words boring.
because this... For you, baby.
Tom's doing my favourite Space Invader dance that he does.
We need to share that.
Look, I want to absolutely cover this off by saying they're both great. And
Yes.
I reckon that we are the perfect focus group for anyone that releases one song and then another one, because invariably
Yeah.
I love one and you love the other, and it's because it's designed that way.
Okay, explain why.
I reckon the record companies go, okay, we're gonna release Lose Control first for that type of person / age group.
So like the mums in the car, maybe over 40.
The mums, people that have lived a life, people that have been in love or fallen out of love, lived, you know?
Yes.
And we love Lose Control.
And then a
And then they've
27-year-old
gone,
like
okay,
me.
all those people are satisfied. Let's do something more fun and vibey for people that haven't lost the will to live yet.
Okay.
And then they release The Door. And I reckon if we looked at all the artists that Nova plays, you and I could easily pick out.
I love this.
Yeah.
We should do that with the next release like an artist makes.
Sure, and it can't be Taylor Swift because I just love everything she does.
No,
all right?
correct.
But you don't see, look at Taylor Swift for you
Yeah.
because you like
Certain style and songs from her.
Yes, see how they're scheduled. Speaking of Taylor Swift, my God, thoughts and prayers for the people of Vienna.
Oh, this is so sad. My cousin Liesl flew to Vienna
What?
to go and see Taylor Swift in Vienna. She's been like, almost gives you a run for your money on being a Swiftie and Swiftocrat.
Well, obviously, if she's flying to Vienna to see Taylor Swift.
yeah, and then she got there and it's bloody cancelled.
Of all of them to cancel, I'm so sad for her. Apparently, there's been they've uncovered a plot to launch an attack.
Very scary stuff.
Yes.
And you know it's serious when Taylor hasn't even posted about the alleged terror attack on her socials. Like, she's just stayed silent, I think, on her
3
Instagram.
nights. I wonder if she gets as excited about cancelled plans as we do. I wonder if she's like, I'm really sad for my fans, but also, oh my God, I've got 3 nights off.
I reckon at this point of the tour, you're probably spot on,
I
Swanee.
reckon so too.
She's probably ready for a break.
Hey, don't you love famous people that have had secret relationships that you never really knew about for sure? There was a lot of rumours that Serena Williams, world famous tennis player, and Drake had a thing.
Right, I do remember that like almost 10 years ago.
Well, it's been confirmed with this little audio conversation between him and his mum talking about what you refer to as that great banger, Too Good For You.
Should we enjoy a bit of Too Good
Why not?
first?
I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand.
Savage lyrics.
I know, and this is Drake and his mum just in the studio chatting about this song whilst he records it.
I get heavy on a couple jokes, but this is more about me and Serena, so I
gathered that.
but I wanted to make a song.
you don't want it to be-
I'm too
Well,
good
it's
to
funny
you.
because when I make songs about women, I also make songs for them. If I'm gonna talk about them, I'll at least do them the justice of making them a song that they like.
Yeah.
Okay? So I know I know Serena very well, and I know that she'll hear it loud and clear, but she'll also not hate me for it because it's lighthearted.
Mhm.
You know?
And she is
it-
seeing someone else.
I don't know, Mom.
I love hearing Drake just talk to his mum like that.
it's so good.
Shut up, Mum.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Greetings to you. It's just past 3 o'clock.
On the best day of the bloody week.
It is. It is. It is and it isn't.
Why wouldn't it be?
Generally, we say that Thursday is the best day of the week because Friday, everybody knows.
Too predictable, and if Sarah, our bosses, are listening, turn off. But I've switched off by Friday.
Ha!
It's a full just ring-in job.
I'm going to turn the tables here because we generally don't like Tuesdays.
Hate Tuesdays.
I'm going to, I agree with you there. Tuesday's still the worst day. I'm
Awful.
going to re-mint the best day of the week, Mondays.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on Monday, but I have my reasons.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Hey, what else I like is a free trip to Hong Kong. And we will be giving you the opportunity to win one just before 4. Make sure you've registered on the Nova Player app for Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery. But next, Chrissy's Quizzy. There is $200 cash inside that bum bag.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
What a song!
I feel empowered.
And what a bum bag!
The Chase, tonight, 5 o'clock on 7 and 7 Plus.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I forgot to say at the end of that song that you're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, where you get your unique brand of Lady Madness. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Are you excited about potentially winning a bum bag with $200 cash in it?
I'm very excited to win a bum bag. The cash is a bonus.
Oh, Sarah, you say all the right things.
Come off it, Sarah.
Sean, what are you more excited about, the cash or the bum bag?
The cash,
but the bum bag is awesome.
Hey, you are a florist. What a divine
I am.
profession.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's hard work, but it's lovely.
Is the fact that my favourite flower is the oriental lily white, is that just really Karen of me?
No, they're nice. They're fragrant. They're long lasting. You can't go wrong with them.
Yeah.
They're trustworthy. You know?
Yes, they are. All right, you two, your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the bum bag, Sarah, and the cash, Sean. Let's go. Question number 1. Taylor Swift has had to cancel 3.
Sarah.
Yes, Sarah.
In Vienna.
Yes. Magenta is a shade of what?
Sean.
Yes, Sean.
Red.
Yes, it is. The answer here is pink, but yes, it is a shade of red. Question number 3. Shawn Mendes is celebrating his 26th birthday today. Can you name this hook song? Shaking. Tune.
Sarah, did you say your name?
Yes, Sarah said it. What is it, Sarah?
Stitches.
It is Stitches. Where is Shawn Mendes?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Question number 4. Kamala Harris has named who as her vice presidential running mate? It's Tim Walz. Who cares, am I right? Not this country. Question number 5. Name the Australian clothing brand with the initial CR. Oh, come on.
CR.
Sarah, I thought you would have nabbed this.
Sean, I thought for sure. It's Country Road.
Come on, guys. Question number 6. This is for the win. Sarah and Swan, I want some sound effects from you here.
Sarah and Swan. Sarah and Sean.
Sarah and Sean.
Which animal makes the sound? Rabbit.
Sean.
You asked for me to put my back into it.
Sean?
It is a frog. What is the score, Plaus?
It is 2 points each. This is for the win, Sarah. You're still in there.
What common insect's name is also a term for a type of spelling competition?
Sean.
Hang on. I think that was Sarah. Yes. Okay, great. I've got confirmation that it was Sarah.
A bee.
It is a bee. I mean, look, given your original answer to what are you more excited about, I should be giving you the bum bag and Sean the cash, but I wouldn't be so cruel. You got the bag and the cash. Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Sean. Hey, coming up before 4, Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery, a chance to win a trip to Hong Kong. Make sure you've registered via the Nova Player. Next, though, sweeping statements.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's get cranky.
Swan's sweeping statements.
13 24 10. Give us a call. I know you've been waiting for this opportunity to tell us your most unpopular opinion, and you're in a safe place.
Yes.
I'll go first.
Please, Swan.
My unpopular opinion. Now, I want to preface it with this. I don't like small talk.
No, which is quite surprising given the industry and job you have.
I know, but I think it's because of that. I think it's because of that.
Because you get...
When I go to a function, which is very rarely and getting rarer by the day, I actually feel my will to live flowing out of my body, Dragon's Portal style, the minute small talk begins.
Do you?
And I start to get dodgy. Right. That's it. I don't like it. However, that is quite a popular opinion. Most people don't like small talk. My unpopular opinion is the question, how was your day? Don't ask me. I've got nothing to say. Even if my day was great, one of the best days, I've lived it. I don't need to retell it to you.
But you don't want to share the goodness or the exciting thing that happened to you?
And I think that might be a personality problem with me. I really do. I'm slowly learning that because lately people have been saying, so how was your day? And I go, oh, don't worry about it. and they are quite affronted by that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I've lived it. I've just spent 18 hours doing it.
Okay,
I
so
don't want to tell you.
we need to book you back in with a psych.
Really? Is it
Yeah,
bad?
yeah, that's bad.
No.
That's not good. I got told by someone that I'd just met properly the other day how good I was at talking shit. And it's put me in the best mood all week. I'm like, yeah, I am. I actually am. Talk to me about anything. I'll come back at you. I love small talk. I love going to an event, meeting new people. It's like a challenge on what
Really?
to discuss. Yeah, I get a kick out of it.
Oh, maybe I do need to.
Yeah. My sweeping statement, short and sweet, Swanee. I saw Six the Musical last night.
Oh, yeah.
Loved it. Really, really thoroughly
It
enjoyed it.
surprises me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it was really fantastic.
Is it one of those pop musicals that's got like
Yes,
music that you know?
Not music you know, but sometimes I was like, wait, is that backing track from like Little Mix or Fifth Harmony? Like it's got a pop Gen Z element. And it was a 80 or 90 minute show with no interval. And my sweeping statement is shows or musical theatre performances should never have intervals.
I agree.
It loses the energy. It's a drain getting back to your seat. I'd rather just hold my wee, load up on Savvy B before I go in and then just watch the full musical for 90
agree.
minutes.
And once you've got kids, the interval is make or break.
Oh, I can imagine.
I could never get my kids back in.
I actually thought of you. I'm like, Swanee would probably love intervals because that's when she can leg it.
Actually, yeah, I did, but that often wasn't my fault, and also it was my fault. Linda from Granville, what is your sweeping statement?
My sweeping statement is a complete no-no to wooden cutlery.
Yes, Linda!
It just reminds me of, when you run your nails on the blackboard?
Yes. But also, I agree, and I'm not madly, sterile or whatever. I'm not a clean freak, a germaphobe. But to me, using something wooden to put in your mouth is like licking a chopping board. You would never do that. And you know what, Linda? I couldn't agree with you more. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was sorting out my salad server's drawer.
Yep.
And I lost my mind. It was at Minimax. And I bought, those sort of like a bear claw timber.
Yes, I love them. They look so chic inside of a salad.
I love them too. But I got them home and I made a salad and I went to use it and I was like, oh, no, that's right. I can't use wooden things with food.
Linda, Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Let's go to Anon quickly. Let's finish with Anon.
Anon.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So my sweeping statement is that student-teacher conferences every term should not be compulsory.
Are they compulsory?
Yeah. If you have an issue with my kid, ring me and I will make a meeting. Don't make me attend for the sake of attending.
Have you been into my kitchen when I've said that? I'm the same.
Also, Anon, I feel like that's a popular opinion,
Yes.
surely. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
The great Tones and I, fresh from Frankston,
Yes, Swanee.
is going to be hitting the stage tonight. Nova's Red Room.
I know. I may be hungover tomorrow. Just warning you now.
What's new?
Discover Hong Kong with Overlow Hotels and experience a world full of wonder. Book now at overlowhotels.com.
Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery.
Now, I want to talk about Hong Kong and the exact prize that is up for grabs. All right. Now, Sally, say hello. You're our carryover champion from yesterday. And I don't want to make you nervous, but there is a lot on the line here. Obviously, we've mentioned the flights, return flights with Cathay Pacific. Divine hotel accommodation at the Overlow. Amazing. But what about this? You don't have to lift a finger because the Hong Kong Tourism Board is going to pick you up from the airport. Transfers included. No worry.
This is like legit official stuff.
This is next level, all right?
The tourism board is involved.
Sally, if you've been budgeting for things, don't worry about it because they're throwing in those amazing octopus travel cards so that you can get around, right?
Awesome.
You get your own SIM card so you don't have to worry about the expensive phone calls home. Not that there'll be any because you're having the time of your life. There is a Hong Kong pass. It's called a Klook with 6 activities on it. Ocean Park, Hong Kong Disney. Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Plus, you can choose between these experiences. You can choose 2. I'm going to choose mine right now, okay? And so are you, Jack.
Go.
Chinese Library Dim Sum Champagne Brunch.
Tick, that's already my chosen one.
Sham Shui Po Foodie Tour. That's me.
Yeah.
So that's 1. A guided hike. Yes, that's me. That's
Awful.
2. Yes.
Would rather die.
Oh, an Aberdeen boat tour and Lama Seafood restaurant trip.
Yes, that's me, my second.
And sub or kayak beach adventure? How can you only choose two?
Alrighty, let's get to this competition because someone needs to win this tomorrow.
All right, I have in front of me a recipe. I'm going to start reading the ingredients and you've got to guess what the recipe is for. Sally, you're the carryover champion from yesterday, but you have a new entrant in the ring. Hello, Kim.
Hi.
What is your favourite dumpling?
Oh, my favourite dumpling would be a fried dumpling, the chicken fried dumpling.
Yes, like a fried wonton. I like them too, and they get the crispy tails.
Alrighty, Sal and Kim, your names are your buzzers. So buzz in with your name first and then tell us the dish once you know it.
All right, I'm going to take you through the sauce first. There's a black bean sauce in there, an oyster sauce, soy sauce. Mix it together in the great Shaoxing wine. Then some sugar and salt. Then you're going to get a bowl and you're going to throw in some garlic, some ginger, some green onions, some shallots, some fermented black beans, some star anise, some peanuts. But the dead giveaway here may be you are going to need at least 600 grams of chicken feet.
Sally.
Yes, Sally?
Black bean chicken.
It is. Well done. Good on you, Sal. We will be hearing from you tomorrow, my love.
Thank you.
If you would like to take on Sal tomorrow, register via the Nova Player app or on Nova FM.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Olivia Rodrigo's coming to this country, isn't she?
I know, and it's like so hard to get tickets.
No one's going to get tickets. It's Tay-Tay all over again. Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
J-Lo. I actually heard in a news report yesterday, or maybe today, that she has had to downsize or whatever because of her failed marriage or something, divorce. Like, has it been announced and I've missed it?
No, they've still not announced it, Swan. We know that Ben's gone and got a new bachelor pad. She's looking for a new house or has bought one or rented one, yet they won't release a statement.
Because the newsreader said it was the fait accompli, newly single J-Lo.
No,
and I thought, have I missed it?
As far as I know, they haven't, no.
Well, she has been accused of setting up paparazzi shots.
Oh, this is a big no-no.
What? I only saw last week she was getting very mad at a paparazzi when she was trying to eat an ice cream.
Yes, remember I showed you that video that went viral on TikTok because she's like yelling at the paps.
She was going, "Go away!
Go away!"
But then both can't be true. Surely not.
I love that it's Whitney Port that's dogged her.
Who's Whitney Port?
So Whitney Port was on The Hills.
Oh, yes, that's the name I
And then she
recognise.
got her own show called The City, I believe, after The Hills. She's a nice chick, but she's outed her on her own podcast.
But how would she know?
Well, apparently she was there and watched the whole set-up pap situation happen with J-Lo.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, J-Lo, you can't be setting them up, mate, and then getting mad at them the next week.
You can't be setting them up. Can you imagine anything worse than telling people where you are? Even that footage of her getting an ice cream, right?
Yeah.
She looks very well put together. I mean, she's getting mad at the paparazzi, but you don't go and get an ice cream looking like that. She's had her hair done.
Right. And also, if you're mad at them, you're not standing outside yelling at them you're giving them content. Like, you understand that as a celebrity.
No, what is going on with her? All right, let's move on to Kanye West. Speaking of what is going on with her.
I know.
I'm going to play you a little bit of an interview that he did. And it's going to remind you of, early 20s, Sunday morning after a big night of playing Scrabble with your friends, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, got it.
Have a listen to this rambling madman.
I definitely was drinking when I put up the DEFCON tree. You know who's I want to say alcohol I had inside me?
Who?
But I don't know. Hennessy.
Wow, it's interesting.
Is it?
Hennessy.
Is it?
It turns us gray.
Oh.
And literally the demons
Just come in. Yeah,
literally.
No, honestly, I was fascinated when I learned that, the history of that. And it's literally because when you drink, you become a different person. It's almost literally like a spirit has taken over you. That's why they call them spirits. That's why they call them spirits.
That's why
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That's why they call them spirits. But by the way, that is not why they call them spirits.
I kind of wish it was true.
Having said that, I have been possessed on occasion and all sorts of stuff has come out. That was utterly bonkers. And by the way, they call it spirits because of the vapor that comes off it when you make it.
Very good, Swatty. Also, Kanye dropped a new album this week for fans that are still out there listening.
It's awful. Ignore it.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. We'll be back with you live from 2 o'clock tomorrow. And Swanee, tomorrow we are giving away a trip to Hong Kong in Chrissy's dumpling discovery.
And for everybody that isn't going to Hong Kong for dumplings, I'm going to teach you a step-by-step method of making Hong Kong-worthy dumplings in your very own kitchen.
We must capture this and share it on the socials.
I'm
'cause people
so
will froth
excited to show you.
Yes.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.